This has been by far my most requested video in a long time. Today's hairstyle is a messy man bun inspired by Eren from the series Attack on Titan. We're going to be looking at hair measurements, what you will need, and last but not least, the step-by-step process in achieving this hairstyle. As always, if you find this video helpful or you enjoy throughout, a thumbs up is greatly appreciated. Subscribe if you haven't already, it's free to do and you can always change your mind later. But without further ado, let's get into the hair measurements. Here's the sort of length I have at the moment. I've been growing my hair for close to 2 years. You could get away with having moderately shorter or longer hair for this style. You will, however, need to have been growing your hair out for at least a year. So other than a blow dry, I'm going to assume that I have no hair products or accessories to do this hairstyle. So with that being said, let's head out, pick up what's required for this hairstyle, and see what our local drugstore has to offer.
I've been going for a minute, now I'm back with this jump off. Goons in the club, keep something jumps off. Back up for the hive, let the pumps off. In the graveyard, this baby gets jumped off.
If I land this tray, you have to like this video, okay? So, to recap, this is what we got. We got some hair bands, for the obvious reason that we'll be tying our hair. We then got a hair oil. This is a heat protection hair oil, and it was on offer. And because I have about 17 bottles of hair oil, I don't really want to be spending too much. This, so good and so underrated for guys. I first used the Tangle Teaser earlier this year. As you can see, it is marketed as quite like a feminine product, but if you have long hair, it is a must. Like, this does what it says it does. It detangles the hair with minimal oh my god, it detangles the hair with minimum tug and pull. And then last but not least, we have this detangling cream. This is by the brand Maui. Again, this was on offer, so definitely look out for those offers. Like, if you see something that looks appealing, like, go for it. This is paraben and sulfate free, so I'm gonna kind of use this as my styling product, as well as like a pre-styler while I'm combing my hair and whatnot. It's also packed with ingredients that are catered toward dry hair, so again, a pretty solid product. We'll just have to see how it works. And so moving on to the step-by-step process, starting with clean hair, we begin by parting the hair down the middle so it's easier to manage using the Tangle Teaser. I then apply a generous amount of hair oil, ensuring I get an even coating throughout the length of the hair. I then run the Tangle Teaser through the hair to evenly distribute the oil. The good thing about this comb is that it won't cause excessive breakage, even if your hair is wet, which is when it's most vulnerable. I then apply a small amount of detangling cream to make the hair manageable and responsive during the blow drying process. In other words, it's acting as our styling product for this hairstyle. And much like the oil, we're aiming for an even coverage throughout the hair. You could in theory leave the hair to air dry at this point, but for the sake of this video, we're cueing the blow drying segment. I start without rhyme or rhythm and just try to dry as much moisture as possible with the blow dryer. Once I'm happy, I'll start interchanging between brush and blow dryer. So I'll blow dry a little and then comb the hair into place, blow dry a little and then comb, and so on until the hair is about 90 to 95% dry. We then move into the tying of the hair. Let me know if you'd like a video on effectively tying your hair by posting in the comments down below. But for now, I simply start with the band on my dominant wrist and begin accumulating the hair section by section. Where you place your bun will depend on your hair length and preference. Personally, I like to have quite a high bun which sits on the crown of the scalp. I tend to imagine holding a tennis ball on top of my head until all of the hair reaches into the bun. I loop the band around twice, which ultimately depends on your hair type and thickness, as well as the hairband that you use. With our hair in place, we're going to start pulling some strands out from behind the ears. Remember, this is an inspired look, not an exact replica of Eren's hairstyle. Generally, when growing out your hair, you want to aim for a uniform length all round, as opposed to having shorter strands at the front, which Eren has. And so to compensate, this is why we pull hair from behind the ears to give a similar, but again, inspired look. And once we're happy with the strands we've pulled, you want to twist these hairs as if you were braiding them, and then with a literal touch of hair oil, you lock the curl into place. And that pretty much summarizes this hairstyling tutorial. It's easy to do and replicate, assuming you have a sufficient amount of hair length. In the description you'll find any tools, products or accessories that I've used in this video. Again, a thumbs up is greatly appreciated if you enjoyed. It also lets me know you guys like seeing these types of videos. Subscribe if you haven't already to keep up to date. It's free to do and you can always change your mind later. And for the odd bit of hair inspo or lifestyle clip, be sure to follow me on Instagram at Lucasantangelo. But that brings this video to an end. Thank you guys very much for watching and I hope to see you all in the next one. Take care guys, bye bye.